Hey, you guys, and welcome back. So, I know I cannot be the only one in this world that has been feeling like life has been, I've been in a chokehold. I've been drowning, and every time I come up for air, something happens and it pushes me right back down. So, in today's video, I want to talk about shifting your mindset from a hell-like mindset to a heaven-like mindset. Now, this video has nothing to do with religion. It has everything to do with self-development and inner peace. So I hope that you guys stick around until the end of this video. Like this video and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started. Hey, beautiful souls. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to Heal with Whitney, your safe space for emotional healing, self-development, and inner peace. Here, we dive into journaling, self-reflection, and soulful tools to help you reconnect with yourself, release what no longer serves you, and rise into your best self. This space is all about slowing down, doing the inner work, and healing from the inside out. Gently, honestly, and at your own pace. If that speaks to your heart, I'd love for you to join me. I post new videos every Wednesday, so don't forget to subscribe and come heal with me. You deserve peace, and it all starts right here. Hey, you guys, and welcome back. So in today's video, let's talk about shifting your mindset. Now, I do want to let you guys know that I will be looking down a little bit. I do have keynotes. Until I get comfortable speaking on camera, it is what it is. So let's talk about what shifting your mindset is, choosing heaven or hell. So what I hope that everyone gains by the end of this video is shifting your mindset to a more positive outlook on life. And that starts by acknowledging that you have a choice as to how you show up every day. I know for me here lately, I have been going through a lot, and it seems like every time that I come up for air, something happens and it pushes me right back down. About 2 weeks ago, something happened, and it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. And I had to take a second to pause, because I could have just threw my hands up in the air and been like, I am done. But I just took a second to pause, and I decided right then and there, am I going to choose heaven or hell at this moment? Am I going to choose destruction, stress? Am I going to get frustrated about this and, which is not going to fix the problem. It's only going to make matters worse. Or am I going to choose heaven and take a second to take a few deep breaths, gain clarity, find balance, and come up with a solution to my problem? So I chose the path to heaven. And yes, it was not an overnight fix. More like it took me about a week. But it was so worth it when it came to my inner peace. It also, I knew that the things that I go through, whether my children or, my little girl knows it or not, I go through a lot of different things as a grown-up that I keep from her, but it still shows up, and so I have to be mindful and we all should be mindful, because the things that we go through and how we respond to life and our outlook on life affects everyone around us. It affects our children, our spouse, and those who love us, and so we have to be mindful of that. We have to catch ourselves before we spiral out of control, because life is hard, and obstacles and hurdles are constantly going to get in the way. There's always going to be something, and there's Life is just, it's not easy. It just isn't. Um, but there's always a solution to every problem. So we have to keep that in mind as well. I know whenever we're going through things and it feels like, we're in the eye of a hurricane, it feels like there's no end in sight, But truth is, there's really a solution to every problem that we're going through. Um, Now, let's talk about the different mindsets, the hell like mindset and the heaven like mindset. So, what the hell like mindset looks like is anger, frustration, confusion. What else do I have down here? Cloudiness in your judgment, as well as heightened emotions. And none of those things are going to help fix your problem. And so it's never a good idea to choose the path to hell. Now, the heaven like mindset is more of a calm approach. That way, you have the ability to gain clarity and peace and be able to come up with a solution to the problem without being overwhelmed, And so it also helps you look at things from a different perspective. Everything that we go through is really meant to make us mentally stronger and to prepare us for whatever the next phase or the next chapter is in our lives. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, let me tell you guys about the dream that I had 2 weeks ago. Or I guess it was about a week ago. I don't know, right before Christmas. I had a dream about... So I had a dream, and in this dream, I was carrying this turkey, right? And I was helping someone, and they had a turkey inside of this box, and it was a very flimsy box. It was a turkey and a bunch of things around it. And I thought that the turkey was going to be really heavy. And so I remember in the dream, I went to go lift the turkey, and I went to go lift with my legs in a straight back. And whenever I raised up the turkey, it wasn't as heavy as I thought it was. So it wasn't as heavy as I expected it to be. As I turned around to walk out the door, someone ran past me, and I lost control of the flimsy box with the turkey in it, and the box fell flat on its face. I then asked the person whom I was helping if they had a stronger box, and I was led into a storage room. So I went into the storage room and I found a stronger cardboard box, come back out, and I set the flimsy turkey upright, or the flimsy box upright, and set it inside of the stronger cardboard box. Now, the interpretation that I got from that dream was there are times that I will feel flimsy or be flimsy, and there are times that I will fall on my face. But I always come up with a solution, and I always come out stronger in the end. And I feel like that is the case for everyone. I feel like that's the whole point of going through obstacles, is so that we become stronger. And also, everything, whatever, we don't know what there is to face, or what's to come next, And so every time that I learn a lesson or I overcome adversity, like, I am so proud of myself, and everyone else should be as well, But it's all about how we handle that adversity and handle those things. That determines whether we really pass the test. So I want you guys to take a second to think about everything that you've ever been through, and really realize, like, hey, everything I've ever been through, I overcame it. Like, there's nothing that we have not been through that we did not get through, And so there's always a solution to every problem, and we're still standing today, Everything always works itself out. We don't always know how or when, but it always does, you know. And so the most important part is not letting those things break us by choosing a heaven-like mindset instead of a hell-like mindset. Choosing a hell-like mindset will drive you crazy. It will make you angry, bitter, um, just it'll harden you, you know. Um, I don't think anyone really wants to be that way. So yeah, it's always best to choose heaven over hell for sure. So I want to tell you guys, let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Yeah. So the next time that you guys are faced with an obstacle, to take a moment to pause. Um, take a second to pause and then choose your path. Are you going to choose peace and clarity, or are you going to choose stress and destruction? My hopes are that everyone chooses peace and clarity. Um, at that moment, after you make a choice in which path you're going to take 3 deep breaths to kind of like ground yourself and find balance, or center yourself, should I say. Then give gratitude to the things that you do have. It doesn't matter how small they are or how big they are. If it's because your water's cut off, be grateful that you still have lights. If you don't have gas in your car, be grateful that you have a car. I don't know. Whatever it is, there's always something to be grateful for. And then brainstorm a solution. Come up with a solution to whatever your problem is, and then put in the action and the work to fix it. If you do not, once you've done all those things, if you still don't have a solution to your problems, then pray on it. Pray to whoever your higher power is, whoever that may be, and leave it into your higher power's hands, and have faith that it'll all work out, because in the end it always does. And so let's see, is there anything else I want to say? Oh, and I want to tell you guys, excuse me, before your feet hit the floor every day, make a choice whether you want to live in paradise, or do you want to live in prison. Keep in mind that you never know what is going to happen during the day, or despite whatever you are currently going through and facing every day. Life is going to happen. And so before your feet hit that floor, decide whether you're going to live in paradise or a prison. And I hope and pray that everyone chooses to live in paradise, because to live in a prison is to live in hell. Who wants to live in a hell-like mindset? That has got to be miserable. If you guys like this video, I hope that you guys like and subscribe to my channel. I hope to improve my content as the time goes by. I'm not used to speaking on camera. This is all new to me and way out of my comfort zone, but I promise I will get better. So I hope to see you guys soon, and until next week, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.